After a quick weekend trip to Louisiana, it's time to make our way back to Chicago. In this video, you'll get a detailed look at New Orleans' new airport terminal, along with a comprehensive review of United Airlines' A319 economy class. There's a lot to entertain you in this video, so I hope you enjoy. We start off today's journey with some shots of our hotel, the Hyatt Regency New Orleans. It's an excellent property located downtown in the city's central business district and highly recommended. New Orleans Louis Armstrong International Airport is a roughly 20-minute drive from downtown. Because we have a rental car, we first have to head to the rental car center to drop off the car, which, in of itself, is a bit of a hassle. Let me explain. New Orleans' new terminal opened up back in November 2019 and is located on the airport's north side. Unfortunately, the new terminal complex only includes the terminal and parking garage, meaning the rental car center is still located on the south side by the old airport terminal, and this is how it's going to remain from now on. Thankfully, there are shuttle buses that run between the rental car center and the new terminal. This covered walkway actually leads to the old terminal, and you can very clearly see the old terminal in the background. The bus ride from rental car center to the new terminal takes about 15 minutes, so just be aware of this slight delay if you ever get a rental car from New Orleans Airport. The shuttle drops you off at the arrivals level of the terminal. Therefore, once you enter, you'll have to take 2 escalators up to level 3, where the check-in hall is located. It took about 20 minutes to get from landside to airside, primarily because there's a lot of people flying out this morning, around 15 flights leaving in the next 2 hours. Our flight today is the second of 4 leaving for Chicago this morning, United Flight 2189 departing from gate C3. I never got to visit the old New Orleans terminal, but I can clearly see that this new terminal is a massive improvement. In fact, New Orleans was recently ranked as the 3rd best large airport in the US ever since this new terminal opened. The new terminal features high ceilings and lots of windows, giving it a very open feel. It's also worth mentioning that the bathrooms, oddly enough, have actual windows in them looking out onto the ramp. The passenger experience has also been elevated at the gates, as there are plenty of seats available, along with shops and places to eat. The waiting areas also feature very large windows and power outlets under the seats. And in case that wasn't enough, the terminal also has free Wi-Fi.
Attention, the terminal. This is a final and immediate boarding announcement for JetBlue Flight 1422 to Fort Lauderdale. You are ticket and confirmed customer. Please make your way to gate C1 for immediate boarding of your aircraft. Once again, this is a final and immediate boarding call.
United's Airbus A319 features 126 seats with 12 in first class, 36 in economy plus, and 78 in economy. I'll be seated in the second to last row on this aircraft, in seat 34F. Despite being of the slimline variety, these economy seats are relatively comfortable with adjustable headrests and good padding. The top of the seat back houses the literature pocket in which you find the safety card, air sickness bag, and Hemispheres magazine. Below that is the tray table, a smaller seat pocket for personal belongings, and roughly 30 inches of legroom, which actually didn't feel too tight considering I'm around 6 feet tall. Above the seat is where you will find the individual reading lights and air vents, along with the flight attendant call buttons.
Seatbelt sign is off. Please take a moment to look around in order to familiarize yourself with the aircraft. This Airbus A319 is equipped with 4
order to access the in-flight entertainment, you must have the United app downloaded beforehand on your mobile device. After connecting to the in-flight Wi-Fi, you'll then be able to browse the plethora of movies and TV shows on offer. Streaming entertainment is the only thing you'll need the app for, otherwise everything else can be done through the United Wi-Fi website. Unlike my flight a few days prior, this flight offered free in-flight messaging, although the Wi-Fi was a bit more expensive at $10. Finally, the United Wi-Fi homepage allows you to check your destination weather, flight status, and also view other details like aircraft type, wind speed, and ground speed. All of United's Airbus fleet lacks seatback entertainment. However, this is soon to change as the airline plans to retrofit its entire mainline narrowbody fleet with seatback entertainment and Bluetooth connectivity by 2025. It's an ambitious goal, but a very welcome change in my opinion. Let me know, do you prefer seatback entertainment screens or personal device entertainment? One small quirk about the seats on these Airbuses is that they actually have coat hooks. They're built in on the side of the seat, so it's kind of hard to notice, and I actually forgot they were there. But in case you need a place to hang your coat, well, here you have one. Snack service began shortly after reaching cruise altitude, so here's the time to review the tray table. Mine was very clean but sort of stiff when trying to fold it down. However, I do appreciate the fact that these tables can be extended towards you. This is random, but I found it really weird how upon boarding we didn't receive the usual United branded wipes. Instead, we got these Purell branded ones, which are the same kind used by American and Delta. Anyway, snack service was a choice of stroopwafels or Biscoff cookies along with choice of drink. I didn't get a drink because I had a water bottle, but for the snack I chose the stroopwafel, which was of course very good. About 20 minutes after passing St. Louis, we began our descent into Chicago. We approached Chicago from the southwest, passing directly over O'Hare. We then flew over the North Shore before making a 180-degree turn over Lake Michigan and then coming into land on runway 27 right. This approach is always one of my favorites, and I especially hope you'll enjoy the views.
Welcome to Chicago, where the local time is 9:33 a.m. Please stay comfortably seated until the seatbelt sign is turned off. You may continue to use and charge your phones and tablets. If you're sitting in an exit room, please don't plug your devices into the outlets. Don't forget to check your seatbelt pocket to make sure you have all of your belongings, and be careful when opening overhead bins. We hope you've enjoyed your flight, and we look forward to seeing you again on another United flight.
Welcome back to Chicago. As we make the long taxi over to the gate, let's quickly summarize the flight. Things I found good about this experience were that we were on time, we had a great flight crew, and the service and seat were good too. What I don't like about flying the United A319 and A320 is the fact that they don't have power outlets in economy. It's really weird how first class and economy plus have them, yet economy just doesn't. It's a minor complaint, I know, but very relevant these days, and hopefully it gets addressed with the upcoming retrofit. Overall, another good experience with United, and you will 100% see me back flying them again some other day. So here we are back at O'Hare Terminal 1. I would normally conclude the video here, but hang on for just another few minutes, as I have a special conclusion coming up right now. Amtrak, train 59, the city of New Orleans. It's going to be getting into New Orleans tomorrow afternoon at about 3:45 p.m. Alright everybody, so we have reached the end of this video. I just really quickly wanted to come up on here and just say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that previous clip of the Amtrak train passing by. Of course, that day I had just come back from New Orleans, but I was actually getting off of work at that point, and that's because shortly after I got back home from the airport, my boss texted me and asked me if I could pick up a shift from 5 to 11. So I did, and as I was getting off of work, the Amtrak southbound City of New Orleans passed by. That train, of course, goes from Chicago to New Orleans, and considering that I had just come back from New Orleans just a few hours prior to that, and that train was going to New Orleans, I thought this would be a really cool and fun way to close off this video. So that of course concludes the New Orleans trip videos. I do have one more trip coming up later this week. From when this video comes out, it's in just a few days. It is an international trip, so it all depends on me getting a negative test. If I don't get a negative test, I can't go on this trip, so hopefully, you know, everything works out. I have to get all that stuff done in the next few days. I won't say anything about the trip now, just for the sake of time, and also because I don't want to hype anything up in case anything goes wrong, but I do have all my bags packed up here, as you can see, and so yeah, that's that. But that concludes this video. I'll leave you all with that for today. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you next time for a new video. All right, thanks for watching, and goodbye.